On today's show, Damian Lillard reportedly wants 2-5 to join alongside him in Portland. Also, Dame takes to Twitter to respond to some of the rumors. And 2-5 did what? He did what? Oh, man. We have a lot to get into. Let's go.
Perfect.
What is going on, everybody? RB here. Welcome back on into the channel. Like always, if you do enjoy the content, hit the like button for your boy. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and hit the bell so you get all the notifications anytime we drop content or go live. Today, we are back with some spicy news and rumors, and let me tell you, just before I see it, spammed in the comment section, because I know it's coming, this will be broken down into two parts. That is right. We're going to hit you with a double upload, so be on the lookout whether you're watching the video or listening to the audio via Spotify or Apple Podcasts. Be sure to be on the lookout for 2 episodes today because a lot has transpired from yesterday morning until now. I was going to record the first part of this last night, but you can thank Joel Embiid for being an absolute dominant animal and beating the Hornets in overtime via 43 points and just transcending into somebody else that I've never even seen. Shout out to Joel Embiid. But anyway, back into the regularly scheduled program. We are here, and we have a lot of Dame Lillard 2-5 news to go around. Let's take it down a timeline. There is a lot that has happened. This came out yesterday. It was a bomb from Shams midday. He puts out an article pretty much entailing the future of Dame Lillard in Portland. And before we, get into reading this and all, I'm going to give my thoughts and my personal opinions. I would love to hear yours as well. Let me just start off by saying, as soon as I saw this yesterday, I don't trust Shams anymore, so I had a feeling that this was a Rich Paul type of thing in terms of an urging, to get his client out of Philadelphia, who still has not seen the court once this year, and there, obviously there's no communication or anything like that. But anyway, I felt that this was a Rich Paul tactic based off, one, again, how it was written like before, and two, just, the timing and the nature of it. But Shams puts this out talking about Damian Lillard. And it says here, Lillard intends to give the Trailblazers organization time to find its next leader of basketball ops, obviously coming into the season. We expected it to go downhill. I expected Dame, it to, eventually get to his breaking point. Who knows if he's there yet? But I don't think we expected Portland's GM to get fired and then, all these things coming out. It's been crazy. But beyond the front office component, the face of the franchise still wants significant changes to the roster. Multiple sources have told The Athletic that Lillard would like to play with Sixers 3-time All-Star 2-5. The Trailblazers' league-worst defense would instantly improve, and sharing a backcourt with a non-shooter could work given Lillard's high-volume usage. It's definitely an interesting fit. It's definitely mind-blowing, though, at the same time that Damian Lillard would choose to play with a guy like 2-5 over Joel Embiid. And that's one of the main reasons why instantly I feel, Rich Paul is working his magic again. And Shams is, bound down to him like usual. And I'm just going to give it to you how I feel. And I may be wrong. We're all wrong sometimes. But I feel that Rich Paul has a heavy influence on this because, Portland's going through a major change. You want to get your client there and get him in a place where he can really become one of the guys, But anyway, going even further, the Twitter sphere was absolutely on fire after that. Obviously, Sixers Twitter, Sixers Nation, because here come these rumors again. And, I've been one to say, trust in Morey, hold out, and we're starting to see a little bit of a trade market develop, which we will get into more. Here's a quote from John Hollinger, who also put out a piece from The Athletic. It says, getting a James Harden-esque return or draft picks, or possibly 2-5 for Damian Lillard might be more palatable than maxing out as the 6th seed. The Blazers have made the playoffs 8 years in a row, but, they haven't really hit their peak yet, and who knows if they ever will. And after, all these pieces are getting put out and things are going around, there was even more of a rumor as you read deeper into the article, which stirred up the things even more. Damian Lillard has reportedly grown frustrated with Portland's play, and tension appears to be on the rise between the players and Chauncey Billups, per Shams in the article, and Sam Amick. This led to an even bigger explosion. Like I said, you got to stay with me here. You got to follow down this timeline. But a guy named Tommy Breer, who writes, put the quote in a quote tweet and put the eye emojis. In recent weeks, sources say Lillard has grown frustrated with the team's play, what we just said. And obviously, if you didn't see the other night, Chauncey Billups calling out the Blazers. I think he said something upon the lines of the bench guys have to get the starters motivated or something like that. Anyway, another person took that tweet and commented on it and said, when will you learn not to report stuff like this if Dame hasn't said it himself? And he's, Dame said that before, like, don't trust anything unless it's from my mouth. Anyway, Damian Lillard takes time to respond to that tweet. So he joins in on the chaos and says that these MFs love drama too much. Now, I don't believe, that tension line, and Damian obviously just confirmed it. But you know what strikes me as interesting? You know what kind of, makes me take a double take here? He didn't decline the rumor about him wanting to play with 2-5. He didn't decline that. He didn't say anything about that. He just said that we like drama too much in terms of the point about the Blazers having struggles with, internally within their squad and their coaching staff. Interesting, right? Anyway, as we think about this now, Damian Lillard, if he does indeed want to stay in Portland, I don't think he's ever going to want to leave because there is so much chaos here. And without getting too much into what I'm going to talk about in the next piece, it just really, it's very striking to me that every guy in that organization, it feels like Dame has been loyal to, and one after the other, they just keep going down. They keep going down like dominoes. And here's Dame saying that he wants them to go out and trade for another guy who has been a question mark, who has been an issue. So it's very, very interesting to me. Anyway, this is where things absolutely hit the damn ceiling, okay? So, we're waiting a couple hours, and I'm watching people go back and forth and debate about this. And, I have to apologize. What I'm about to say right now might make you mad at me. It might. But is it wrong that I was considering? I even had the slightest thought. Dame wants to play with 2-5 so bad. For some reason, he doesn't want to play with Joel Embiid. And Joel went out last night and solidified that, in terms of why don't you want to play with me? By going out and dominating and showing that he needs help against a injured Charlotte Hornets squad. But anyway, I'm sitting here thinking, okay, you want to play with him so bad. The Portland Trailblazers are going like this. Why not come to Philly? Tobias Harris has been an issue for us. We can't really win with him right now. It's just not fitting. It's not aligning, right? We talked about a Tobias and CJ swap. By the way, I put out the video just a couple days ago. Interesting coincidence, right? That all this comes out now. But I said the Sixers need to go all in either for Dame Lillard or CJ McCollum. Now this stuff comes out. Tobias Harris, I said, would be a good swap for CJ McCollum. How about Dame come to Philly? 2-5 comes back after the deadline. Everybody cheers him on. We forget, and the best 30 for 30 he's ever made, the Sixers go and win the whole damn thing. You know what I mean? I thought that in my head. And I was wrong to give that man even the slightest credit or to even think that he would grow up for a second, and here is why. This Instagram post put out hours after this whole report and rumor swirl was out. Bleacher Report puts this picture on Instagram. Damian Lillard wants to play with 2-5. The comment or the caption reading, the Blazers have discussed a trade for 2-5 in the past that would include CJ McCollum, but the Sixers' asking price was too high per Shams and Sam Amick. Fine. Bleacher Report puts a lot of things out. Look at who liked the post. I apologize. I apologize to myself for even thinking for 1 second that if Damian Lillard, a lethal scorer like that, would come here, that you would grow up. Because he hasn't. He's back. He's trolling us again. And I'm done, man. I can't take it. I was kind of joking when I put it on my Twitter. For those who follow me, I was saying, like, Sixers, win the whole thing. He comes back. We create this combo. I was half joking. I was thinking about it just a little bit, what it would actually be like in terms of a product on the floor. But this guy is so childish, whether it's the whole off season, the pool videos, and all this. I just have to speak it how I see it. You're making it very hard for us to not see it like this. And that's what's frustrating about this. Because, I'm not here to judge a man's mental health. But you're sitting here on Instagram. Weren't you the one last year that said you're trying to avoid all social media? You haven't been on it for a while. Now you're liking potential trade mocks and requests. Really, really grow up. Grow up. Are you kidding me, man? I mean, this is more communication through Instagram than we have seen from you the entire year. The entire year. It's absolutely ludicrous to me. You're supposed to be taking time away, working on your mental health, working on your game, and just getting in the right shape to come back. And you're out here liking posts about you getting traded to play with Damian Lillard. It's unbelievable, man. I was a lot more fumed yesterday. Good thing that Joel Embiid came through and saved the day, because I probably would have just went completely off yesterday. But this is just ludicrous. It's a joke. You got to grow up, man. You got to grow up. He's never coming back here. Like he said, he's never playing a game here. And it's very unfortunate for a team that honestly could use another player right now. They have a $30 million hole. We will wait to see what happens. But you know what, 2-5? Throughout the entire offseason, you have trolled us. I've been consistent on it the entire time, even being shredded for it in the comment section. But I'm just staying with it, and I'm speaking the truth. All right? You are a troll, and I get it. You're never coming back, and we will be fine without you, buddy. That's all I got for now. More to come on the next episode. Stay tuned for that. Appreciate all you guys so much for tuning in. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Give me all your thoughts down below. Like always, man, I will catch y'all on the next one, man. Peace.
Perfect.